Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to explore a very interesting and valuable coin that many collectors either already have or might overlook, the Australia 10 cents coin from the year 1981, especially in very fine condition. If you enjoy coin collecting or you're curious about how everyday coins can turn into valuable collectibles, then this video is going to be really exciting for you. Let's start with a little bit of history. The Australian 10-cent coin was first introduced in 1966 when Australia switched to decimal currency. This was a major transition for the country, and the 10-cent coin quickly became an important part of daily transactions. By 1981, this coin had already been in circulation for about 15 years, which means it was widely used and handled by many people. Because of this, finding a coin from 1981 in very fine condition today makes it more interesting and collectible. Now let's talk about the design and background of this coin. The reverse side of the coin features a beautiful image of a lyrebird, one of Australia's most unique and fascinating birds. The lyrebird is known for its ability to mimic sounds, and its elegant tail feathers make it a perfect symbol for a coin design. On the obverse side, you will find the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, which was standard on Australian coins of that era. The design itself has remained iconic and is loved by collectors around the world. Moving on to the composition of the coin, the Australian 10-cent coin from 1981 is made from cupronickel, which is a combination of copper and nickel. This gives the coin an appearance and also makes it quite durable. Because of this strong composition, many of these coins have survived decades of circulation. However, maintaining a very fine condition is still quite special, as it means the coin has only moderate wear and most of the details are still clearly visible. Now let's understand what very fine condition really means. A coin in very fine condition shows some signs of circulation, but the main design elements remain sharp and clear. The lyrebird's feathers, for example, should still be visible, although slightly worn. The portrait on the front should also retain good detail. This level of condition is highly desirable because it balances affordability and quality, making it attractive for both beginner and experienced collectors. Talking about collector demand, the 1981 Australian 10-cent coin is not considered extremely rare, but it still holds a steady demand in the coin collecting community. Many collectors aim to complete year sets of Australian coins, and this makes the 1981 coin a necessary addition. Additionally, collectors who focus on condition grading often look for coins in very fine or better condition, which increases interest in well-preserved examples. Now comes the part everyone is curious about: the current market value. As of today, a 1981 Australian 10-cent coin in very fine condition typically ranges from around $145,000 to $75,000. In some cases, if the coin has exceptional eye appeal or slightly better preservation, it could fetch a bit more. While this might not seem like a huge amount, it's important to remember that this coin was originally just 10 cents. Over time, its collectible value has grown, and that's what makes coin collecting so rewarding. For those of you who are collectors or thinking about starting your collection, here are some helpful tips. Always pay attention to the condition of the coin, because condition plays a major role in determining value. Try to store your coins in a safe, dry place, preferably in coin holders or albums, to protect them from scratches and environmental damage. It's also a good idea to learn basic grading skills so you can better understand what makes a coin valuable. And most importantly, collect with passion and patience, because the true joy of coin collecting comes from the journey, not just the price. As we come to the conclusion, the 1981 Australian 10-cent coin in very fine condition is a great example of how even common coins can hold collectible value over time. It carries history, beautiful design, and a steady place in the collector market. Whether you already have one in your collection or you're planning to find one, this coin is definitely worth appreciating. Next up, today we're going to explore a very interesting and often overlooked coin, the 2013 Australian 10 cents coin, especially those pieces that have developed a rust-like black appearance on both the front and back. If you have one of these coins in your collection or you've recently found one, then this video is going to be very helpful and exciting for you. Let's start by understanding the history of this coin. The Australian 10-cent coin has been a part of everyday currency since 1966, when Australia introduced its decimal currency system. The 2013 version continues this long tradition and features the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the front, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. On the reverse side, the coin proudly displays the iconic lyrebird, a unique and beautiful bird native to Australia, designed by Stuart Devlin. This design has remained unchanged for decades, which makes it familiar yet timeless for collectors. Now let's talk about the condition of the coin, which is very important in determining its value. A 2013 Australian 10-cent coin that appears rusted or has turned black on both sides is actually showing signs of environmental damage or oxidation. Even though the coin is made from cupronickel, which is a mix of copper and nickel and does not rust like iron, it can still develop dark toning or corrosion-like patches when exposed to moisture, air, or chemicals over time. This gives the coin a darker, sometimes uneven appearance, which many people mistake for rust. While this kind of condition may seem unattractive at first, it actually tells a story about where the coin has been and how it has aged. However, from a collector's perspective, such condition usually reduces the coin's value compared to a clean and well-preserved example. Collectors generally prefer coins with minimal damage, original shine, and clear details. Talking about the background and composition, the Australian 10-cent coin is made of. It has a round shape with a reeded edge and weighs approximately. The diameter is about. These standard specifications have remained consistent for many years, making it easy to identify genuine coins. The durability of cupronickel is one of the reasons why these coins can survive for decades, even though their appearance may change over time. Now let's move toward collector demand. The 2013 Australian 10-cent coin is not considered rare because millions were produced for circulation. This means that in normal circulated condition, it does not carry a high premium. However, collectors are always interested in coins with unique features, errors, or unusual toning. If the black coloration on your coin looks natural and even, some niche collectors might find it interesting as a toned coin. Still, heavily damaged or corroded pieces are usually less desirable. When it comes to the current market value, a standard 2013 Australian 10-cent coin in circulated condition is typically worth around $2.45,000 Australian dollars, which is its in US dollars. That is approximately around $2.70, 0 to $2,088,000, depending on exchange rates. If the coin is in uncirculated or mint condition, it could be worth slightly more, possibly around $3.50, 0 to $375,000 to the right buyer. However, a coin with black or rust-like damage on both sides is generally valued at or even below face value in the collector market, unless it has some unique appeal or error. Now let's share some helpful tips for collectors who may come across such coins. First, always avoid cleaning your coins, even if they look dirty or discolored, because cleaning can reduce their value further. It's better to keep them in their natural state. Second, store your coins in a dry and safe environment, preferably in coin holders or albums, to prevent further damage. Third, if you think your coin has unusual toning or a rare feature, you can get it checked by an expert or compare it with similar listings online to understand its potential value better. In conclusion, the 2013 Australian 10-cent coin with a rust-like black appearance may not be highly valuable in terms of money, but it still holds educational and collectible value. Every coin has its own journey and story, and even a common coin can become special depending on its condition and uniqueness. As a collector, the real joy comes from learning, exploring, and appreciating these small pieces of history. Next up, today, we're diving into something small in size, but surprisingly interesting in value. The Australia 10-cent coin from the year 2005, especially in very fine condition. You might have seen this coin many times, maybe even used it in everyday transactions, but today we're going to explore how much it could be worth in today's market and why collectors are paying attention to it. The Australian 10-cent coin has been part of the country's decimal currency system since 1966, when Australia switched from pounds and shillings to dollars and cents. The 2005 issue continues that legacy, carrying the same iconic design that has been admired for decades. On one side of the coin, you'll find the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, representing Australia's connection to the Commonwealth. On the reverse side, the coin features the famous lyrebird, a beautiful native bird known for its incredible ability to mimic sounds. This design has become a symbol of Australian wildlife and artistic excellence. Now, when we talk about a coin being in very fine condition, we're referring to a coin that has seen some circulation, but still retains clear details. The design elements are visible, though slightly worn. It's not brand new, but it's far from damaged, making it quite attractive to collectors who appreciate both history and quality. The 2005 Australian 10-cent coin is made from a composition of this copper-nickel alloy, gives the coin its silver-like appearance and durability, allowing it to withstand years of use without losing its structure. Weighing approximately and measuring about in diameter, the coin feels solid and well-crafted. The edge of the coin is reeded, meaning it has those small ridges around the side, which not only add to its design, but also help prevent counterfeiting. This composition and design have remained consistent over the years, which means the 2005 coin fits perfectly into the broader series, making it appealing for collectors who want a complete set. Now let's talk about demand, because this is where things get interesting. The 2005 Australian 10-cent coin is not considered rare in the traditional sense, as millions were minted for circulation. However, demand can still exist depending on condition, quality, and collector interest. Collectors often look for coins from specific years to complete their collections. Some may focus on building a full timeline of Australian decimal coins, while others might look for coins in very fine or better condition. The demand also increases when coins are well preserved. Even a common coin can become desirable if it looks clean, has minimal scratches, and retains strong details. For beginners, this coin is an excellent entry point into the hobby because it is affordable yet meaningful. So, what is the actual value of a 2005 Australian 10-cent coin in very fine condition today? In general, this coin's value is modest, but still higher than its, in the current market. A 2005 Australian 10-cent coin in very fine condition typically ranges from around $1,030,000 to $145,000 Australian dollars. The exact price depends on factors like overall appearance, surface quality, and buyer interest. If the coin is closer to extremely fine or uncirculated condition, the value can increase slightly, sometimes reaching a few dollars. However, in very fine condition, it remains a low-cost collectible that is accessible to almost anyone. While it may not make you rich overnight, it's important to remember that coin collecting is not just about profit. It's about history, passion, and the joy of owning something meaningful. If you're thinking about collecting coins like this, there are a few helpful things to keep in mind. Always handle your coins carefully, preferably by the edges, to avoid leaving fingerprints or causing damage. Storing coins in protective holders or albums can help maintain their condition over time. It's also a great idea to learn about grading, because understanding the difference between very fine, extremely fine, and uncirculated can make a big difference in value. Take your time, compare coins, and don't rush into buying or selling. Most importantly, enjoy the journey. Every coin has a story, and building your collection step by step can be incredibly rewarding. To sum it all up, the Australia 10 cents 2005 coin in very fine condition may not be extremely rare or highly valuable, but it holds a special place in the world of coin collecting. Its beautiful design, solid composition, and historical significance make it a wonderful piece for both beginners and experienced collectors. Remember, even the simplest coins can carry value beyond money. They connect us to history, culture, and the everyday lives of people who used them before us. If you have this coin, keep it safe, appreciate it, and who knows, over time, it may become even more meaningful